Me llamo Yina Atiafwa. That is to say, greetings to all my listeners. My name is Kambon, and I'm a 15-year-old vegan chef living in Ghana. I'm one of the founders of a restaurant called Nkwa, and I specialize in spreading healthy food awareness and helping people understand that you can eat delicious food and still have it be healthy too. Without further ado, we can begin. Most women can agree that we've all had some degree of painful cramps when it comes to cycles, and we've all found ourselves laying in bed in pain and getting emotional. And fortunately, there is a countermeasure to this painful experience. You don't have to have it. Imagine that you are a tomato plant and you need to be watered once a month, and this water represents your monthly food intake. The quality of water you get is terrible. It's filled with bacteria and harmful chemicals. Once you take in and process this water, it affects your system negatively, and you produce tomatoes that are unhealthy. Now imagine all the food that you eat every single day. If you're not watching to make sure that you're eating healthy, then this negatively affects your body, and for women, affects your cycle. The health quality of your food can affect your cramps. These negative qualities include desserts, sweets, and anything high in saturated fats, like potato chips, butter, cream, bacon, and more. It's hard to suddenly replace your cravings, even if it's to lower your cramp pains. So instead of fully giving up everything you enjoy eating, we'll give you a list of healthy foods that will affect your cycle positively. And what you can do is make sure that the healthy foods outweigh the less healthy ones so that you can have both and you can still stay healthy. Medical sources suggest that you eat a lot more vegetables, fruits, nuts, seeds, proteins such as beans, lentils, etc., whole grains, bread, pasta, rice, brown rice, and more. For those who aren't accustomed to making sure that they're eating all of these in their day-to-day diets, this may prove to be a daunting measure. However, we have a wonderful solution. So many people refer to vegetables or nutritious foods as plain and bland food that simply goes on the side of your meal to keep you relatively healthy or to look pretty while you enjoy your good tasting meat as the main centerpiece. Ask yourself, how is the meat so good tasting? After all, you don't just simply drop the meat on your plate, unseasoned, unmarinated, just raw and eat it. Same goes for vegetables. The reason it tastes so good is because of the effort put into making it taste good. Putting the same amount of effort into the foods you need to keep cramps away, win-win situation. You can have the food that nourishes both your taste buds and your body. There are plenty of recipes out there on the internet and in cookbooks, provided that people still use those, that are healthy and only include the nutrients that keep your cramps away. This includes delicious foods, in addition to fruit-based desserts that won't even taste different from what you usually eat. On exclusively health-related sites like Veg News, many recipes are listed, which include many of the nutrient-holding ingredients mentioned, such as wholemeal pasta, beans, lentils, breads, and a variety of vegetables. There are also plenty of meat replacers you can sometimes use in your dishes, as long as you make sure that they don't contain an excessive amount of estrogen. Examples: tofu, which contains a lot of estrogen and can cause cycle imbalance and can just mess up your cycle. So make sure you eat estrogen-containing meat replacers in moderation. Make sure that you marinate and season your food to your taste so that you're eating something that tastes delicious and will help you tremendously. First off, let's start with savory dishes. One recipe is named the meaty lentil chili con chili, which of course includes lentils, as well as beans, as well as a variety of delicious seasonings, as well as herbs. This can also be eaten with a garlic bread. and garlic has, according to sources like the National Library of Medicine, been proven to be helpful when it comes to regulation of menstruation. Or try the saucy pad thai, which includes wholemeal pasta, which is healthier than regular types, onions and garlic, which assists with cervical cancer and heart instability, vegetables, fresh-picked herbs, as well as a meat replacer, and a variety of delicious toppings to make the meal more hearty. You can also try African dishes, or specifically Ghanaian dishes, which are naturally optimized for good health. Foods such as red, which is black-eyed peas, plus a red palm oil stew that contains a lot of curry-seasoned vegetables, topped with freshly chopped onions and scallions, and is eaten with fried plantain. Or wache, a rice and peas special dish that's boiled in a special wache leaf herb to give it its unique taste. Both of these contain hearty amounts of both beans and brown rice, which are both good dietary choices. In addition, jollof rice, kontomire or palmnut soup, or any soup in general are all good choices and can contain a large expanse of vegetables that'll taste really good when you season it with care. In summary, your diet affects your cycle. So, add more healthy dishes to your diet so that you can experience less pain during your menstruation. A healthy diet is a lot better than people make it out to be, if you put effort and do it right. Moving towards this is a big step not only for your monthly cycle, but for your body overall. Get on the internet, test a few recipes out, and see how you like them, and get other people involved. Motivate yourself by doing it with family and friends, making your food delicious, and surrounding the process of improving your health with fun. Enjoy! That is to say, greetings to all my listeners. Welcome to the Nkwa Health Podcast Series. My name is Kambon, and I am a 15-year-old vegan chef living in Ghana. I am one of the founders of a restaurant called Nkwa, and I specialize in spreading healthy food awareness and helping people understand that you can eat delicious food and still have it be healthy too. Without further ado, we can begin. Many people agree that hospitals are simply terrible places to go for health problems. The medicines provided cause long-term side effects, and it's an endless cycle of going back to cure the problem caused by a remedy to another problem. You have no solid idea of what's really in the medicines you're taking from healthcare institutions. So when it comes to your womb health, it's much better to take care of it with herbs, which are reliable and tangible sources of health maintenance and care. These will directly and medically assist in taking care of your womb, and there's plenty of forms you can take these different herbs in. First up is hibiscus. Surprisingly, this flower is already extremely popular, especially in Ghana, when turned into a drink, known either as sorrel, bisop, or sopolo. It's a sweet gingery drink and is combined with many other herbs when made, and is delicious and healthy at the same time. Especially when it comes to cervical cancer, Black women have a lot of issues surrounding seeking health care. They aren't given preventions and they aren't given cures until it's too late, primarily due to financial and racial discrimination. There have been many protests against it, documentaries on it, and articles written, but either way, acknowledging a problem isn't the same as addressing a problem. Fortunately, hibiscus is a cancer-preventing herb that effectively fights off cancer cells, not only in the cervix, but also in the breasts as well. And whether you have cancer or not, You can make a positive habit of drinking it anyway as a preventative measure. Check out some recipes to make the delicious sorrel/bisap/sobolo drink. Next up is the red raspberry leaf, which has been proven to be a beneficial herb when it comes to menstrual cramps, as well as stomach aches. The effect of taking this leaf allows your pelvic muscles to tighten, which lessens your pain during your cycle. Take it as a tea and eat it with a sweet treat of raspberries. You can also make a healthy dessert with the berries and eat that with your tea as well. Contrary to its violent name, spearmint has proven not only to reduce facial hair in women, but also to give relief when it comes to hormone imbalance. It's deliciously refreshing when simply added to water and given a squeeze of lemon. It's also good as a tea, but can also be crafted into an iced tea, in which you can add any assortment of fruits to in addition to the mint, such as mango. And if you're just doing a hot tea or an iced tea with just mint, both teas are great with lemon, which has its own positive benefits. The next one is an odd one out, but can still be prepared as something delicious. Mushrooms! There are many dishes you can make with them, such as batter and fry them. While it's best to only eat fried foods in moderation, there is actually a special way to fry them, which makes them a healthy and non-estrogen meat replacer, coming out chewy, well-seasoned, and delicious. You can add them to a Ghanaian dish previously mentioned, named jollof, as well as Nkwa, but the best option is definitely to add them to your soups, whether they be Ghanaian or international. And lastly, ginger, which has been known for years for easing morning sickness as well as menstrual pain. When made into a delicious hot sweet tea, it can also help with headaches, and you can add lemon to it for an extra flavorful touch. There are also a few dessert recipes here and there that include ginger as well, such as ginger cookies. Despite the sweet, sugary, or fried recipes you can make with the different herbs and roots, make sure you moderate your sugar and oil intake and focus mainly on the teas and the soups. There's a large expanse of herbs located in West Africa, and many African people who are delegated the task of learning all of them, and therefore are very knowledgeable about which herbs can be used for women's health care. Relying on natural remedies that we can prepare for ourselves is a better plan, contrary to buying pills and medicines from people who don't care about our well-being and have time and time again come to destroy us in numerous violent ways. We are being discriminated against when it comes to health, and we should be able to control what we put in our bodies and actually be able to trust it. In summary, there is a ton of different herbs that you can use to your healthcare. I've only mentioned a small amount of them, but there's actually a large expanse of them like I've mentioned, and you can actually do a lot of research and go look at the different types of herbs you can use in healthcare. Some more include nettle leaf, black cohosh, chasteberry, maca root, moringa leaf, and moringa leaves can actually be turned into a really good stew, red clover, and oat straw. There's also lemon balm, rose hips, chamomile, and a whole lot more that you can go research on your own. Enjoy eating and drinking your herbs, roots, whatever it may be, and stay healthy.